Welcome back to the shadows of time. Behind the polished Greek letters, the lively parties, and the promises of lifelong friendships, there exists another side of sororities and fraternities that few dare to talk about. A side built on secrecy, on silence, and sometimes on tragedy. Before I get into today's video, I need to give a fair use disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. The Greek system dates back centuries, with the earliest fraternities borrowing heavily from the secret rites of Freemasonry. From the very beginning, members swore oaths to keep rituals hidden from the outside world. Passwords, handshakes, chants, and coded letters, guarded with absolute loyalty. Each fraternity and sorority has its own ritual book, outlining ceremonies that only initiates may ever see. These books are locked away, often entrusted to only a handful of officers. To reveal their contents is considered betrayal. The secrecy creates an unbreakable bond. But it also creates something else. A culture of silence. Initiations aren't just about joining a group, they're about swearing allegiance for life. Some organizations ask members to take oaths that sound eerily like blood vows, binding them with promises never to reveal the hidden knowledge of the order. To outsiders, these may look like harmless traditions. But within, the secrecy holds power. It separates those who belong from those who don't. And it ensures that when something goes wrong, when rules are broken or lives are endangered, the instinct is to protect the group, no matter the cost. One case that comes to mind is the Idaho 4 murders, where 4 young college students lost their lives on November 13, 2022 in Moscow, Idaho. If you follow me on my Divine Pathways, true crime channel where I read tarot cards on different cases, you know there's some shady stuff going on there. There is a big cover-up and smokescreen there. The organizations are protecting their own. Meanwhile, Brian Koberger is sitting in a prison cell for the rest of his life. For many students, the Greek experience is overshadowed by hazing. Hazing is the open secret of Greek life. Despite being illegal and condemned, it continues year after year, chapter after chapter. The stories are chilling. In 2017, Penn State student Tim Piazza suffered fatal injuries after being forced into a night of brutal hazing rituals. His so-called brothers stood by for hours before calling for help. In 2021, Missouri student Daniel Santulli was left permanently brain damaged after being forced to consume a lethal amount of alcohol. These are not isolated cases, they are part of a long and tragic pattern. And through it all, fellow members often refuse to speak. Investigations stall. Families are left with questions. The truth is buried beneath the oath of silence. But hazing isn't the only danger. Some of the most unsettling stories don't involve pledges at all, but members who tried to leave, or who threatened to expose what they knew. Over the years, families have come forward after the sudden deaths of students who walked away from their Greek organizations. Car crashes, drownings, suicides, always explained away, but rarely adding up. Again and again, fellow members refuse to cooperate, citing loyalty. The silence, the secrecy, it leaves a haunting question behind. What happens to those who break the bond? To understand the power of these organizations, you have to look beyond campus. Fraternities and sororities aren't just college clubs. They are lifelong networks, stretching into politics, law, business, and finance. Alumni connections open doors to jobs, power, and influence. And that influence comes with an unspoken rule: protect the house. Protect the name. Protect the brotherhood, or the sisterhood, at all costs. It's a system that rewards loyalty and punishes betrayal. The hidden layer. To some, it's just tradition. To others, it looks more like a secret society. Rituals borrowed from the Freemasons. Oaths that bind members for life. A culture of silence that shields the guilty, while grieving families search for answers that never come. Are the mysterious deaths of former members just tragic coincidence? Or are they something darker, secrets carried to the grave, protected by oaths sworn in candlelit rooms long ago? Fraternities and sororities promise belonging. They promise friendship, opportunity, and community. But behind their locked doors, there are truths that remain hidden. Some secrets are symbolic. Others may be deadly. And as long as the oaths of silence remain unbroken, we may never know how deep those secrets truly go. Hey! If you like this video and the way I present it, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe. That is a free way that you can help me and support my channel. Thanks.